Career Success Academy. We've got a good video for you today. I'm Steve, and today we're going to discuss 5 things you should never do on your resume. Do any of these 5 things and chances are you won't get an interview. They may not even read your resume. The first thing we want to talk about is liking, sharing, and subscribing to this channel. Some of you have already subscribed, but encourage other people who might also be looking for their job opportunity to advance their career. Introduce them if you would. Share with them about our channel. Now let's get to those 5 things you should never ever do on your resume. The 5 fails. The first fail is your failure to communicate. When you write your resume, the worst thing you can do is make a resume that is boring. It says nothing. It's words on a piece of paper. Your mission is to create a document that communicates the fact that you are right for this particular job. That means you might have to tweak the resume. You might have to add some of your skills. And let me stop right now and say, never ever lie on your resume. Never exaggerate on your resume. You do that, you will get caught. I guarantee it. And that goes for your skills, not just detailed skills, but also your abilities. If you've never managed, don't say that you managed. If you never led a team, don't say that you led a team. Okay, you get the point. So the first thing is communicate. If you fail to communicate why you are right for this job, then you're not going to get the job. They're not going to connect with you. They're going to pass right by and go to another one of the hundreds of resumes they have for this particular position. Number 2, I've seen hundreds of resumes where they put the name in bold up on top. That's great. But they forget to put in the contact information. That's fail number 2. Why do I say that? You email them your resume. Maybe you wrote a great little cover letter in the email. That's fine. You sent the email as an attachment. The person who's looking at it takes the attachment and sticks them all in a different electronic file, is now going through those resumes. They decide you communicated very well. I really want to reach out to you, and they look and there's no contact information. Not only don't I have an email address, maybe I don't have any kind of information, including a phone number. How am I supposed to tell you I'm interested for you for an interview? Worse than that, I take that, I'm the HR guy, I take that resume without the email and I send it to the hiring manager. Hey, here's a really good person. And they look, and what do they see? There's no contact information. That's fail number 2. Number 3, I have notes. Number 3, if you fail to spell things correctly, if your grammar is poor, if you used text message grammar in an email or in your resume, it's a fail. If you're not professional, if you're not using proper English, in whether it's bullet points, sentences, commas, whatever it might be, that you've got to do it correctly. Your resume is a representation of who you are. If you're taking shortcuts on your resume, they're going to think that you're not the right person for the job. That's fail number 3. Fail number 4, the person who thinks that one resume is going to meet everything that's needed. All I have to do is zap out that resume and it goes out to the people. You don't customize it. You don't tweak it. You don't personalize it. It shows. That's fail number 4. And most of the time your resume will be rejected simply because not only is it boring, not only doesn't it communicate why you're right for this particular job, but it really doesn't say much about anything that they're interested in. You have to match up your resume to the job posting. And if you can, respond to your skills. In other words, change the order of your skills to reflect what they put in the job posting. If you have the 5 skills they're looking for, whatever those skills are, make sure that your resume touches on those skills. Whether you're strong in all 5 or just strong in 2 out of the 5. You've come in contact with all 5, make sure they all appear on your resume. And then one more. It's very important for you to connect the dots. Chances are the person who is looking at your resume, and I'm talking about the initial screener, is a person who's not in your field. They don't know your buzzwords. They don't know terminology. They don't recognize your strong suits. That means you have to make that connection for them in plain English. Tell me why you are good for this job, or you're wasting your time with the resume. Why are you right for this position? So let's talk about that for one moment. And the key here is for you to connect their dots. Who are you? What you've done. Again, very honest, never lie. And what can you do for them? Why are you right for them? And many people, because space is so short on a resume and you're being taught to keep everything within a page or, I don't know, half page, 2 pages, there is no right or wrong amount. Connect the dots for them. Tell them why you are right for this job, and they will want to interview you. Let's recap. It's very important that you avoid these 5 fails at all times. You must communicate. Your resume must tell your story. It has to. Never forget to put your contact information, and make sure your contact information is just below your name. They can find it at the top of the page. Very important. Make it easy for them. Use correct spelling and grammar, and avoid text message language. Customize. If you take the time and energy to customize your resume for a job opportunity you really want, it will show. You will distinguish, separate You'll highlight yourself from all the other resumes they get. And lastly, make sure you demonstrate to them. You connect the dots. You tell them why you are right for this job. You have the skills, you have the drive, you have the motivation, the energy level is high, and you'd really like to work for this particular organization. Now you can put some of that in the cover letter because the initial person might or might not see that in the email. Putting it on the resume so it's attached to that resume, and as they pass your resume from person to person, email is long ago forgotten, you're giving them the opportunity to see clearly why you should be interviewed for this position. Avoid the 5 fails, and you will build a really kick-ass type resume. It's a knockout resume. Please like this video. Please share the video because this is an important one. I've seen hundreds of people make these mistakes. Hundreds. And subscribe to our channel. Don't forget to hit the little bell, which will notify you when our next video comes out and is available. This was an important video. Glad you were here. Thank you.